Let's talk about your brain, a 3-pound universe of neurons, each one firing and connecting in a dazzling web of activity. This intricate network is responsible for everything you think, feel, and remember. Every second your brain is constantly filtering, sorting and storing memories, deciding what's important and what can be forgotten. Imagine it as a vast library, with attention as the librarian deciding what gets cataloged and what gets tossed aside. Only the information that catches the librarian's eye makes it onto the shelves. If you're not paying attention, information just drifts by, never making it onto the shelves, lost before it even has a chance to be remembered. Dopamine, the brain's highlighter, marks new or rewarding experiences as important, making them more memorable and easier to recall later. That's why you remember your first concert, a delicious meal, or a moment of joy. Dopamine reinforces those neural pathways, making them stand out in your mind. Once flagged, information heads to the hippocampus, the brain's memory organizer, where it's sorted and prepared for storage. The hippocampus weaves together sights, sounds, and feelings into short-term memories, prepping them for long-term storage. It's like a master editor, assembling the story of your experiences. This process is most effective when you're focused and not overwhelmed by distractions. A calm mind helps your brain do its best work. Concentration lets the right info in. Dopamine motivates you to pay attention, and the hippocampus organizes it all for future use. When these systems work together, your brain becomes a powerful memory machine, efficiently storing and retrieving what matters most. But if any part of this system is overloaded, like with constant stimulation, endless notifications, or multitasking, your ability to focus and remember suffers. It's a delicate dance, and your brain works best when it's not bombarded. Giving yourself moments of calm helps your mind reset and recharge. So, protecting your attention is key to keeping your memory sharp. By managing distractions and giving your brain space to focus, you help it do what it does best: remember. Now, let's zoom in on dopamine, the motivation chemical that plays a crucial role in how we experience pleasure, drive, and reward. Dopamine is designed to help us seek out natural rewards, like food, social connection, and achievement. But in today's world, we're surrounded by supernormal stimuli, video games, social media, and endless streams of novelty that constantly compete for our attention. These activities trigger massive dopamine spikes, far beyond what our brains evolved to handle. Each notification, like, or new level completed delivers a quick hit, reinforcing the urge to keep coming back for more. Over time, your brain adapts by reducing dopamine receptors, making you less sensitive to pleasure, and requiring even more stimulation to feel satisfied. This is called tolerance. You need more and more stimulation to feel the same reward, and simple joys start to lose their appeal. Everyday activities, like reading, studying, or even spending time with friends, start to feel dull and uninteresting by comparison. Your motivation drops, and focusing on anything less exciting becomes a struggle. Tasks that once felt rewarding now seem boring, or even impossible to start. The brain, now used to constant thrills, finds it hard to engage with quieter, meaningful tasks. You may find yourself daydreaming or seeking distractions instead of being present. The result? It's harder to focus, your baseline motivation plummets, and you may feel overwhelmed by even simple responsibilities. High stimulation habits can hijack your attention, making real life feel less rewarding and leaving you disconnected from the world around you. Let's dive into what really happens inside your brain when dopamine floods your system, especially during high-stimulation activities like internet porn. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that acts as your brain's reward signal, motivating you to seek out pleasurable experiences. But when you're exposed to intense, artificial sources of stimulation, the effects can be far more dramatic than with natural rewards. Unlike natural rewards, internet porn offers endless novelty and intensity, creating a powerful feedback loop that's hard to break. The brain is wired to crave newness, and the internet delivers it in an almost unlimited supply. Each click or swipe delivers a fresh dopamine spike, keeping your reward system in a constant state of overdrive. This repeated stimulation can quickly become addictive as your brain starts to expect these rapid bursts of pleasure. Over time, this constant barrage of dopamine can weaken your prefrontal cortex, the brain's CEO, making impulse control, decision-making, and focus much harder. You may find it more difficult to resist urges or stay on task. High-stimulation activities drain your mental battery fast, leaving behind brain fog, distraction, and a sense of mental exhaustion that lingers even after you stop. Your mind starts to crave the next hit, making it tough to concentrate on anything else. Everyday tasks can feel boring or unfulfilling by comparison, leading to restlessness and impatience. Memory consolidation suffers too. The hippocampus, which is crucial for storing memories, needs periods of calm and low stimulation. Overstimulation disrupts this process, making it harder to learn and retain new information. Poor sleep and mental restlessness often follow, further harming your ability to learn, recall, and feel mentally refreshed. The cycle can leave you feeling drained and unfocused the next day. The result, you struggle to focus and new information slips through the cracks. Tasks that once seemed easy now feel overwhelming or impossible to complete. It's not just about the time you spend on these activities. It's about how these habits gradually reshape your brain's priorities, making it harder to find satisfaction in everyday life and shifting your focus away from what truly matters. Not everyone's experience is the same. For moderate users, occasional high-stimulation activities cause only brief dopamine spikes, with little long-term impact. Their brains reset and focus and memory remain intact, but compulsive use is different. It's about losing control, with the behavior dominating thoughts and daily life. This leads to chronic overstimulation, down-regulated reward systems, and real trouble with focus and motivation. Normal life feels bland, fueling a cycle of seeking more intense stimulation. It's this compulsive pattern that's linked to negative changes in memory and executive function. The science is still evolving, and most studies rely on self-reported data. Some research shows that compulsive corn use lights up reward circuits and dampens impulse control, similar to substance addiction. Other studies find correlations between heavy use and changes in brain structure, but causation isn't clear. Not all research agrees. Many users experience no lasting harm. Reported issues with focus may stem from shame, anxiety, or lost time, not the activity itself. The key takeaway: compulsive, high-frequency use is where risks appear. For most moderate users, evidence of harm is weak. Here's the hopeful part: your brain is not fixed. Thanks to neuroplasticity, it can adapt, reorganize, and heal throughout your life. Think of neural pathways as forest trails. The more you use one, the clearer it gets. If you stop using an old trail, it fades. New habits carve new paths. This is how you learn new skills or recover from setbacks. If high-stimulation habits have worn deep grooves, you can forge healthier ones. By choosing different activities, you strengthen new neural circuits. Change takes time and effort, but your brain is built for it. Neuroplasticity means dopamine sensitivity and focus can recover. You have the power to reshape your brain's habits. Change is possible. Your brain is always a work in progress. So, how do you reset your brain? Start by reducing overstimulation. Take a break from high dopamine habits. At first, life may feel dull, but this is your brain regaining sensitivity. Replace old habits with healthy, rewarding activities, exercise, creativity, real-world connection. Each positive choice strengthens your prefrontal cortex and impulse control. Over time, healthier pathways become your brain's default. Remember, your brain is resilient and designed to adapt. With patience and self-compassion, you can guide it back to balance.